Love is a beautiful thing. Trust is all we need, eh? Though it is so lucky now, but I'm still waiting. When I do, I'll pay my dues and set to say I do. I'll give it up to you, cause everything I will do. What a girl's like a million. They just want my million in you. I'ma put on my billion love. I'll put my love in one basket. You're all that I have now. There's no one else.
Hello, welcome to your number one intimacy show in Africa. Dr. Tolu the Fixer here. Thank you for being a part of my show tonight. I will be talking to the singles tonight. Even though the table is turning and it's no longer business as usual, we know that in those days it's usually the men that will normally propose. But these days, the table is turning. The ladies are actually doing the proposal as well. So if you are single and listening to me tonight, I congratulate you for stumbling on Intimacy Clinic with Dr. Tolu. And if you have been in a long-time relationship and you're expecting the guy to pop the question, you've been wondering what is going on now, why is he not proposing? I think tonight's episode is going to help you. You want him to propose? I'm just going to be giving you some tips on how to make him do so. My name is Dr. Tolu. People call me the Fixer. Thank you for being a part of my show tonight.
Intimacy Clinic. Love lives here. Right here.
Welcome back to Intimacy Clinic with Dr. Tolu. Tonight, I'm talking about how to make him propose. I will be talking to the singles, especially the ladies that have been in a relationship for a long while and has been expecting the man to pop the question. So, my dear lady, you want him to propose. What should you do? Number one, work on yourself. Work on yourself because you cannot even give what you do not have. You cannot sit down and be wasting your time away in the name of waiting for a man to propose. If you want to be a wife, you had better have the qualities that it takes to be a wife, right? Prepare yourself, package yourself emotionally, physically, spiritually, mentally. Take care of yourself. In fact, concentrate on yourself. Concentrate on yourself because sometimes, you get too carried away with, this relationship that you have been in for a long time. You are so worried about when is he going to propose, and then you start neglecting yourself. You really want him to propose, take care of yourself. My second point says, consider your self-esteem. Nobody is going to see you better than you see yourself. Nobody will consider you to be a wife if you don't think you are one. Not even being a wife. Nobody will consider you to be worthwhile if you don't consider yourself as one. So you really need to work on your self-esteem. It's not the same thing as being proud. It's just about knowing whom you are and what you deserve. And that is closely linked to my number one point that says you should work on yourself. Because sometimes you get carried away, like I said, and you forget about yourself completely. Everything about you is around this particular man that you just want him to propose to you, and because of that you don't even know whom you are anymore. Find yourself, work on your self-esteem, package yourself, find your values, find what drives you, find whom you are, go through a journey of self-realization, and that is the only time you can be able to compliment the person that really would like to spend the rest of his life with you.
When you talk about mental health, especially in this part of the world, what comes to people's mind is a psychotic disorder. Whereas mental health is a state of emotional, social, psychological, and sexual well-being. It is therefore unwise for corporate organizations to be expecting optimal functionality from employees whose mental health are in shambles because you cannot give what you do not have. Expecting efficiency from employees having mental health issues like stress or anxiety disorder, OCD, PTSD, PPD, relationship and sexual issues, depression, overwhelming sadness, suicidal ideation, and the likes is like expecting a crippled person to run or a visually impaired person to lead the way. According to research, 60% of employees have mental health issues, and there are 15.2 million sick days per year due to these issues. Unfortunately, mental health issues are becoming alarming due to COVID-19, and the implications of these issues might be worse than the pandemic. No amount of trainings or motivations offered an employee with mental health issues will lead to improved productivity in the workplace. Following current world best practices in organization settings, the Institute of Counseling in Nigeria is therefore changing the narratives in corporate training by introducing different programs to promote organizational well-being. We have trainings for top management and HR executives, equipping them with the basic counseling skills as well as MWEP, a retainers program that gives employees access to professional counselors and therapists. We also have CRESOP, which is CRESOP, Counseling Resolution Skills for Optimal Organizational Performance. Wise organizations who have keyed into our programs are seeing amazing results, a well-functioning and happier workforce with improved social relationship skills and increased productivity. We are the Institute of Counseling in Nigeria, exposing the ignorance around mental health and leading the crusade for mental wellness in Africa. There is no health without mental health. For more information, visit www.instituteofcounseling.org, or you can call 0907 151 5089.
My dear lady, the number 3 thing you have to do is to have a life. Have a life. Get a life. And you can't let all your life be about marriage. I know for so many of us, the reason why you are the way you are is right from your childhood. Everything they've been telling you is as if your essence of being is being married. Right from when you're a baby, people will be saying, oh, fine girl, my husband will marry you. As a child, you are walking. Don't walk like that. No man will marry you. You are sitting. Don't sit like that. No man will marry you. You are eating. Your guests don't eat like that. Those are the things that you have been hearing all your life. And it now makes you to be miserable because you are not getting, the right question from the man, or the right man is not coming. My darling, if you are in a relationship with somebody and the person understands your self-worth, you are not going to be the one to be dejected because of that. It should be the one to be afraid to lose you. So you need to have a life. Your life should not just be around that one person, around that relationship. Make him to be afraid to lose you. It's not like they will call you in the morning, Chioma, where are you? Oh, he will call you in the morning, Chioma, where are you? Oh, I'm just here thinking about you. In the afternoon, oh, Chioma, how are you doing? How is your day going? Oh, my day is fine. Oh, I'm just here thinking about you. You don't even have anything to do. Even, see, ladies, I tell ladies, you want him to propose, even if you don't have something to do, 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Let him call you, like, oh, babe, sorry, I'm busy. I'll call you back in like few minutes. That's how to add value. You cannot just be like that and not have a life because you wanted to get married. No, have a life. Have a life that somebody will be wishing to be a part of. Is very, very important.
Intimacy Clinic. Love lives here. Right here.
Remember, it is still Intimacy Clinic with Dr. Tolu, and I'm still talking about how to make him propose. This is not to say that women can't be the one to propose, but I'm just saying in a lot of cases the men are the one proposing. So that's why I'm taking this question. This is not to say that the women cannot propose as well. So, and of course, I have a lot of matured single ladies in relationship, for a long time with their partner, and they are wishing he could just say, will you marry me? So those are the people that I'm talking to tonight. Another thing that you could do if you want him to propose on time is to get acquainted with his friends and family. Make friends with them. I'm not saying you should be desperate. Imagine if you have been able to do 1, 2, 3, 4 that I talk about. I bet with you have a very interesting life that even his families will want to identify with. So when your life is interesting, they will also want to make friends with you. So get acquainted with them, make them your friends, find a way to get close to those people. It will help him to make up his mind, because before you know it, those people will start saying, oh, you know how it is done in Nigeria, our wife. This is not to make you to get carried away, but it's just a simple tip that will help you to really be sure if this person is really going to ask you that question or not.
Intimacy Clinic. Love lives here. Right here.
I'm still talking about how to make him propose, a kind of expo for the ladies who have been in a long time relationship and are wishing the man could say, will you marry me? Another thing you could do is to invite him to your family functions and parties, so you have get-togethers, you have places you want to go to in your family. Your brother is getting married, your sister is having a birthday party, invite him. In fact, this is even going to give you clue as to whether this person is serious with you or not. Start inviting him, and before you know it, just the way you are trying to get acquainted with his family members, you just notice that he too will be making effort to get to know your people. So before you know it, it's already in the cycle, in the midst of your family members, and he's thinking, oh, why not? I'm already part of the family. So that could even give him soft landing for those that are actually scared to make, to propose, or they are afraid to meet the family. So introduce him gradually and bring him to family functions. Another thing you could do to make him propose is to drop hints around him. There are a lot of wedding magazines around. You could buy and drop it. You could be, you could be following some wedding blogs online, and of course we begin to see them as well. You could be watching some wedding movies and send them across to him. Maybe he will be interested. You could even be following some bloggers, wedding bloggers, and when you begin to see some maybe interesting quotes, and then you share it with him, you are dropping those hints here and there, and everything is just hearing is wedding, marry me, even though you are not verbally saying it, but a lot of hints that you are dropping around him is giving him the clue, and before you know it, he will start feeling like, he will start getting the message. And then my number 7 point is, as much as it's very, good, to marry somebody that you have already, or you have been in love with, somebody you really wish you could settle down with, as much as you want to do all of these things that I'm talking about, it's also sexy not to be desperate. It is sexy not to be too desperate. Don't act like a desperado. Don't act like your life is going to end if he leaves. As much as you want to be with him, sincerely, when you hold on too much, that is when you are going to even lose him. And that's why I said have a life. Make sure you have a beautiful life that anybody will want to be a part of it. All right, so don't be too desperate. When you have a beautiful life anyway, there's no point to be desperate, because when you act too desperate, you are going to lose your value. So you don't need to do that. Concentrate on your life and build a beautiful, as much as you really want this man in your life, don't be desperate, right?
Intimacy Clinic. Love lives here. Right here.
All right, welcome back to Intimacy Clinic. I'm still talking to the beautiful single ladies out there listening to me, and I've been in a relationship for a while, and you just want that Prince Charming to say, will you marry me? Another thing you need to know is not to believe a lie. Don't believe a lie. All these things that people are saying, you are going to get old, nobody is going to marry you, women are more than men. Go and Google it. There are more men of marriageable age than women. So do not allow anybody to deceive you. You need to turn yourself to mumu before he can marry you. Like, those things are no longer working. Just be yourself, right? Don't believe all those lies. In fact, if there's anything you need to believe in, is yourself. Another thing you need to do if you want to make him propose is to have a frank conversation with him. Have a frank talk with him. Ask him, babe, what are we doing? A lot of time when I speak to ladies, they tell me, oh, Dr. Tolu, I cannot ask. He will think I'm desperate. Why? It is actually not what you say that makes you look desperate, is what you do. And I don't see any big deal why you should be in a relationship and you cannot ask that kind of question. What is going on, babes? When are we going to get married? Can we have a roadmap? These are things these are conversations you should be able to have. so that you know what everybody is doing in that relationship. It doesn't make you cheap. It doesn't make you desperate to ask. Have a frank conversation. And if you want to trivialize him, don't let him. Maybe he has fears, or he has things that is making him to feel like, oh, I'm not ready. Maybe if you have this conversation, he will be able to share them with you. So it's very important to verbalize it, apart from the fact that you are using other kind of tips that I've given earlier to make him propose. Another thing you could do is to talk to a professional marriage counselor, professional couples counselor, or relationship counselor, right? Because there could be clues, pointers that you might not be seeing. But if you take your relationship, for analysis with a marriage counselor or relationship or couples counselor, there's possibility that if your relationship is analyzed, the counselor might be able to give you pointers as to what is going on. You might even be able to know if this person really wants to marry you or not. You could even find out maybe there are things that he's going through that is not making him to ask the right question at the right time. So what am I trying to say? Talk to a counselor. Everybody should have a counselor. You are single and you are moving from one spiritual place to the other. Like if you are doing the spiritual aspect, what is happening to the physical aspect? Even the Bible says you should watch and pray. So you cannot be doing all the praying and leave the watching. You also need time to check what is going on psychologically, behavioral wise, socially. Check everything and see if there are things that are going wrong, and if you can get clues from the counselors to make him propose. So dear single ladies, have been talking about how to make him propose. Please, as much as all of these points are very important, please know when to throw in the towel. Don't die there. Don't make it look like, in fact, if you cannot walk away, as much as love is deep and it could be tough, but if you cannot walk away from a relationship without feeling like you are going to die, then something might actually be wrong with you. You might have attachment problems that you might need to be dealing with. Really, if you notice that this thing is not looking good, don't stay there. Don't stay where you are not wanted. Know when to throw in the towel. Keep your head up. It is very good for you. You can't keep staying where you are not wanted. All right?
Welcome to the Institute of Counseling in Nigeria, the first counseling institute in Africa, leading the crusade of mental wellness to keep the society sane and productive. The institute uses a professional, non-discriminatory policy to educate all through her training and intervention programs. We train and certify clinical counselors and psychotherapists, companies and organizations for optimum performance, HR personnel with counseling skill for better human management, schools and church counselors to practice like professionals. Counseling is the new generational skill for helping people to be their best version and organizations for maximum performance. Institute of Counseling in Nigeria, changing lives, building dreams. Contact 10 Sumbo Jibowu Street, off Riabdu Road, off Awolowo Road, Ikoyi, Lagos, 0909-481-2983, or visit their website at www.instituteofcounselingng.org.
And then another point I will be giving you, if you want to make him propose, is to be a happy person. Sincerely, everybody wants to be a part of a happy life, especially for the male folks. When your life look interesting, beautiful, you are busy, you are happy, you have an interesting life, the man will be looking at you and feel like, how can I be a part of this very interesting life? So be a happy person. Unfortunately, for a lot of single ladies, the reason why the man is not even proposing is because you are sad. And it's because of the relationship that you are sad, but it's still because of the fact that you are sad that it's not proposing. Because, the magnetic field around you will be sending negative aura. So you don't want to be like that. You want your life to be attractive and be happy, right? That is the only way. You want him to propose, be a happy person, right? And finally, dear single lady, enjoy your single life while it lasts. You cannot be single twice. Even if you marry today and you divorce tomorrow, you are a divorcee, even if you are still single. So you just need to understand that this is an opportunity that you can make the best of. Enjoy it. A lot of married people are looking. Somebody was saying Was it today that somebody was saying that marriage is stressful? Yes, it could be stressful, really. And a lot of opportunities, the time that you have in your hand, opportunity to do things on your own, that might be a little bit difficult when you get married. So enjoy your life, enjoy your single life while it lasts, instead of wallowing and waiting for somebody to propose to you. All right, dear single ladies, I hope I've been able to help you on tonight's episode of Intimacy Clinic with Dr. Tolu. Thank you so much to every one of you for being a part of my show. By the time I come back, I will be answering your questions.
Intimacy Clinic. Love lives here. Right here.
My name is Benedict Otubaku.
Okay, sir. So, who should propose, a man or a woman?
I think it's a man that is supposed to propose to a woman. Even in the Bible, it is written that the man is the head of the family. So therefore, I think and I believe that it is a man who is supposed to propose to a woman, not a woman to propose to a man. But if a woman should propose to a woman, though it's not bad,
okay, but
it depends on individual differences or ability that you have, because so you can see a lady can like a guy, maybe because of one thing will make her to say, okay, let me propose to this man, and then I think there's nothing wrong about that. But normally I think it is a man that is supposed to propose to a woman.
All right, thank you very much, sir.
My name is Salome Amsone.
Okay, so what advice would you give to a lady? Something she could do to make a man propose to her?
Well, one thing about any relationship is that you have to define it from the onset. Okay, you love me, you want me, you need to define it. This relationship, where is it leading to? Gone are those days whereby we just be counting, or let's see what you guys says. Nowadays at least we are enlightened, so you have to define from the onset. And you need to give some time frame, maybe 6 months, 1 year. After 1 year, anything is happening, just work out.
Wow. Okay.
Honestly, that's just it. So you need some time. Along the day now, maybe they might delay you for maybe 2-3 years. Along the day, we tell you that you're not the right candidate. So you need some time. And for a lady, the age also matters.
Yes.
Just like a footballer, for that. So that's just it.
Definitely. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
My name is Ibrahim Klebane.
Okay, ma'am. So who do you think should propose, a man or a woman?
A man.
Why do you think so?
Because we're an African, so there are some roles assigned to a man. There are some duties a man should do rather than a woman. And if a woman should do that, you call her a cheap lady, or maybe she's desperate to settle down. So I think a man is in right position to propose to a lady.
Okay. All right. So you're trying to say that a man should propose because that's the right duties assigned to people, especially in this country that we are in.
Yes.
Okay. So do you think it's wrong for a woman to do it?
Not that is wrong, but because of the society we are.
Okay.
The society we are, the way there are some things that women
To do and
not do. Yes.
All right.
So, yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
It's time to ask the fixer. Ask the fixer.
Okay, welcome back to Intimacy Clinic with Dr. Tolu, and this is the Ask the Fixer segment. The question says, please, Dr. Tolu, hide my identity. I have had series of broken relationships in the past. I find it difficult to go into a relationship again. No feelings. That thoughts keep coming to my mind like they are just the same. I want to give love a try once more, but it's just not working, ma. I am male and I am 28. Mr. Anonymous, you are responding to your trauma. And I cannot be motivating you and be telling you, oh, just move on, your woman is still going to come. I can't do all of that. I think for this state you need therapy. That's the right answer, in this kind of situation. You really need therapy. Because you've been hurt and you've been disappointed, it's making you to just respond to trauma. And because of these things that you are going through, you could even lose a very good woman, and you might find it difficult to even get attached to another person. You could find it difficult to trust. You could find it difficult to attach emotionally. And all of these are not something that I can talk you out or advise you. Please, you need proper therapy, so you can have different kind of therapeutic interventions that will help you over the time to recondition your mind and learn how to love again. All right. Thank you so much, guys, for being a part of my show tonight. Intimacy Clinic has been wonderful. People have been saying, oh, Dr. Tolu, you are just talking to the married, people in relationship married. So today, I picked the topic for the singles, and I hope I have been able to help you in one way or the other. By the time I come back, I will be giving you my food for thought.
Welcome to the Institute of Counseling in Nigeria, the first counseling institute in Africa, leading the crusade of mental wellness to keep the society sane and productive. The institute uses a professional, non-discriminatory policy to educate all through her training and intervention programs. We train and certify clinical counselors and psychotherapists, companies and organizations for optimum performance, HR personnel with counseling skill for better human management, schools and church counselors to practice like professionals. Counseling is the new generational skill for helping people to be their best version and organizations for maximum performance. Institute of Counseling in Nigeria, changing lives, building dreams. Contact 10 Sumbo Jibowu Street, off Riabdu Road, off Awolowo Road, Ikoyi, Lagos, 0909-481-2983, or visit their website at www.instituteofcounselingng.org.
Here is food for thought. Food for thought.
All right, my food for thought for tonight. The best revenge for a heartbreak is concentrating on yourself and becoming your best version. Thank you for joining the Fixer tonight. I'm going to see you some other time. Bye-bye.